so you went straight from filming Crazy Rich Asians.
That's right.
Your first film, and then went straight into shooting this.
Yes.
So first film, second film, back to back. What has been the experience like?
It's been phenomenal. It's been nothing more than miraculous. I mean, it's the craziest ride. But I think it's come at a stage in my life where I'm very aware of the work that needs to be done. I know that what I need to kind of like not get carried away with. So luckily I've got a great wife who keeps me in check and keeps me grounded. But you know, just having the opportunity to work with two phenomenal directors for my first projects is a gift. And so when we were in Toronto with Paul, it just felt so natural. You know, even though coming into really the first film where the leads I've watched kind of growing up in Anna and Blake, and being on a set it's very much more. It was quite a small set, really. Yeah. Like the main cast was 4 or 5 people, and so the proximity really in this filmmaking was so much more close. It's easy to kind of get very nervous about that. And there were certain days where I was just like, what am I doing? Why am I here? yeah. But then it's this guy's like, he's the best sort of shepherder. Like he really leads the way in a sense and delivers with purpose. And that's what you have to have that in a colleague and as a director and leader.
Well, Henry makes it so easy, too. I mean, he's such a natural. It's crazy. I mean, this is only his second time acting, second movie, second time acting. And just such a natural, because when I wanted to cast him, I called up John Chu, who directed Crazy Rich Asians, and was like, is he for real? And John said, he is amazing. You will have the greatest time. And we did. And just, I mean, but to have the confidence to go up against Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively.
There were days where I questioned that, Paul. Well, I'm not gonna lie.
You did it. We could never tell. You were cool as a cucumber.
What ultimately made him the perfect man for this role?
You know what? Sean, the character of Sean is just this. It has to be somebody who you meet, and he's like from another world. So, you know, you're seeing the world through Stephanie's eyes, who's this you know, suburban mom. And here comes Blake Lively, who's from the fashion world. She's dressed gorgeous. And then here comes her erudite husband, and they're making jokes with each other, but they're putting each other down. And they're like, it's like watching a Thin Man movie for her. And so you need that kind of confidence coming in, but then you also need to see Sean slowly become a vulnerable guy, somebody who you trust, and then you're not sure if you trust. And it just was a no-brainer. I mean, the first time I ever saw Henry, it was on one of his travel shows, and I was just like, who is this charismatic, handsome, funny guy? And then here he is.
Here we are.
And you're like the world's newest crush. Do you know that?
I've been
Don't
hearing
tell him,
whisperings on Twitter. Obviously, we've been following this, and you know, for me, we have this phenomenal tour plan to come back to New York with during Fashion Week, appropriately.
Yes.
Especially with such a fashionable movie, it's like the most perfect time to do it. So you know, I'm concentrating on you know, working hard and making sure people really get excited about this movie. Simple Favor is really going to kind of just blow people. They don't know what to expect. That's the greatest thing. And they don't know what to expect from Paul because they're so sort of, they're like, oh, Bridesmaids, Spy, like hilarious films. But this is a totally different direction. Yes. Those two girls are 110% on and off the camera. And that's, I've heard, can be sometimes fleeting or rather rare in the industry. But to have people who, when they're even just standing on the side, giving you everything to get the best performance out of you, and they've been doing it for so long, really is testament to kind of like who they are as actresses and why they're so successful. So I love them to bits.
What can you tell us about them that their fans may be surprised to learn?
Anna is very funny, but she's very acerbic in a hilarious way. And that Blake, even though Blake is playing this sociopathic, mean person in the movie, she's like everyone's mom. She's just like this earth mother who shows up and is just giving you advice on things. And it just, I mean, but they're two of the most lovely people. And this was such a fun movie to work on because, you know, it was a hard movie because there's a lot of twists and turns and a lot of tonal shifts people have to do and covering things up, and they just did it. They made it so easy.